Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It's Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and I'm back with another paper bag project. So if you watched Saturday's video, you saw that Dave reluctantly played along, and what did I do with this? Over right here. And created his very own paper bag. And this is his finished product. This was from using the bottom of a paper bag. These particular ones came from Trader Joe's. So we're going to carry on with that because I have all kinds of projects, and I got a little carried away when I was planning. So we are going to have a series. But today, before we get started, a warm welcome to all of you who are returning. And for those of you who are new, welcome as well. And if you're here for the party, you're in the right place. I enjoy doing lots of different arts and crafts, junk journaling, DIY projects, and thrifting for vintage treasures, as well as some live sales and all kinds of other fun things. So I'm really glad you are all here. What we are going to do today is we are going to create some paper flowers. Now, these are this bouquet excuse me, is one that I put together. These are all extras from bouquets that I've made before. And then these are the paper flowers that we're really going to concentrate on today. And I just popped them in here. Now, yes, these are in a vase, whichever you prefer to call it. But these are just as awesome to use in your paper crafting projects. So that's what we are going to make. And I think you will be pleasantly surprised. I've made these before, but I don't know that I think I've made them out of fabric. So I thought this was kind of my inspiration when I had made these. I thought, oh, I should do some with paper bags. And then I thought, well, let's do them a little bit different because these are using several things: buttons, paper pages, sewing patterns, fabrics, laces, all kinds of, and scraps. So what you're going to need, you may need a punch if that's what you choose to use, anything round. I chose to use this coaster. It was sitting next to me and that was handy. And then you're going to need some paper bags, or if you want to use something else, you do that. It is super, super simple. So what you're going to do is you're going to need 4 circles. Now, some of mine were on the edge. I didn't really worry about that. I just cut them out anyway. So I just traced around one. I actually folded my paper bag in several folds. Whoops. Traced around this once, cut all 4 circles out. You got to be careful so that they're, pretty much similar in size, but they don't have to be perfect. So that's why I did it that way. So that's what you're going to need is 4 circles cut out. Now I have already cut some extras out and the first one, but what you're going to do with each of your circles, and I'm going to be using some glue and scissors. I think that's about it. Oh, and you know what? What else? I am going to be using this paintbrush. So you need, a straw, a paintbrush, something small. We'll be using that as well. I'm looking around just to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. So all you're going to do is you're going to fold your circle in half. Then you're going to fold it in half one more time. So now we have what looks like kind of a May basket or a coffee filter. And we're going to fold it yet one more time. So 3 times you're going to fold your circle so that you end up with a cone shape like this. Now, to make it a little bit more realistic for these, here, let's lay one of these flowers out here. We'll just do this so you guys can see it as we go. There we go. If you want to just round it a little bit more, that's sometimes helpful. So there you go. Now you're going to make 4 like this, and you're just going to set them aside. So I've already rounded this one. So there's 2. Have I rounded this one? Sort of ish. This one had a little chunk out of it. So we'll see what happens with that. And this one we need to round as well. Okay. Wow. Those are going everywhere. Okay. Now, we have all 4 of those cut. We're going to open them up. And out of the first one, we are going to cut 2 of these out and keep them. So 2 here. And then in the next one, we're going to cut 3. And do I have more than 4? I cut 2. I could, oh yeah. Oh, I didn't cut the 1 out. I was like, why is that not right? Okay, just remember this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So cut out 1, 2, 3. And then the 4th one, you're just going to cut in half. Oh, I shouldn't have used this one because this is my I've got issues page, or one. That's okay. Okay, now that you've got these together, let's hope that I don't have glue issues today. I'm sure I will, because it's just, you know. All right, so all we're going to do is you can decide if you want the, like that, on one of these. On this one, I used the red, because I thought, why not? But on this one, I think we will... Do I want it like that on the outside? Yeah, we're just going to do it. Let's see how we do with glue. And all we're doing is making this cone shape together. We're just making them into a cone like this. And you hold it for a second. Ouch. We're going to do that with each one of these. Yeah, I think I want it this way. I think I'll make them all paper bag, no writing. There we go. Oops, that one I need to... Art glitter glue might work a little bit. Let's try it. Might work a little bit better to... I gotta take this lid off. Try it with our glitter glue. I had to take the cap off because it needs to be cleaned out. So you can see kind of we're making from bigger to smaller. And 4 circles makes a whole lot of these, right? Now these, I don't know what's going to happen because I wasn't going to waste them. That's coming out. Oh, I'm just laughing about Dave last night. He's like, really, Angela? And I'm like, hey, I was busy. I didn't get to do a video, and now I would love it if you help me. He reluctantly agreed, but we had fun. Truthfully, I would love it if he would just come in the craft room more often because, oops. He makes me belly laugh. I giggle. I probably wouldn't get hardly anything done because I'd be watching him, but it's still fun. And we're just going to keep going. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, so I started to tell you, I have been misplacing my coffee because we're having our little spring birthdays over here today, and I was getting ready and whatnot, and I heated up, right? So I found my coffee, which I had misplaced, and so I went to heat it up down here, and I went to get it. Now the last 2 that you're going to put it together, this would be the 1 and the 2, you're going to roll these because this will be your center. And one will fit inside of the other. Or that's the way it's supposed to work. And I went to get it out of the... Now, mind you, my Keurig has broke, so I have thrown it away. And so Dave went and got me coffee. So that 1 cup of coffee, pot, cup, whatever, from the gas station is like gold. And it's my favorite. It's hazelnut, and they make it so good. And, well, I got about 1 sip out of whatever. Well, it's still here. There's like 1 sip left. So then I had to clean all of that out of the... What a mess. Okay. So now that you've got these all together, I mean, it's that easy. But eventually we're going to cut off all of these at the end. Either way, if you're using them to make a stemmed flower, or if you're using them to just go on your page, you're going to need to do that. But what I want to do first is I want to ink these. Let's start with this. But what I did, just to even make them a little more natural, is I did cut or rip some of these a little bit more. Then just to, I don't know. And then you just are going to roll your flowers like that onto whatever cylinderish shape. You could use a straw, anything would work. Just to kind of give them that petal look, just like these. And as you saw, I've made these out of book page, all kinds of things. But I think they look really cool with the paper bags, so that's why we're using those today. This is also a great project for kiddos. They could make, I don't know if you do May baskets. In Iowa, we do May baskets. I know not every neck of the woods does that, but that would be kind of fun. Adult May baskets with paper flowers and some candy. Cute. Or it would be awesome for any kind of, you can make a whole floral bouquet of them and give them to someone, and they're forever flowers, you know? They never die. This actually would be really cool to do, like, just tons of them. And it's a good traveling craft. It's a good sit down in front of your TV craft. And all I'm doing is just turning these back right now. So let me just recap. So if you are just now saying, I think I want to make those, you need something round to cut out 4 circles out of whatever kind of paper you are using. Today we are using a paper bag. And it's funny because it's Sunday and Demi's day to go to Trader Joe's to get her supply of food is always on Sunday. So she's there now, so I'm going to have more paper bags. Not that I need any, but... Okay, let's see. We're down to just a few. So you need 4 of them. You're going to fold them in half, fold the circle in half, fold it in half again. Now you're going to have a cone, and you're going to fold it in half one more time, so the cone is going to be a little bit smaller, look like an ice cream cone. Then you're going to unfold them. You're simply going to cut out 1 piece of the pie, and then on the next one, cut out 2. Oh, that did not work out well. This one might not get used. It was my reject one. We'll see. 3, and then the 4th one, you're going to cut right in half. And then you're going to glue them together so they look exactly like these. And the 1 and 2 petals, you're going to roll them just like those 2. And then you're going to, I tore mine to make it look a little bit different. And let's make this look a little. And then I'm just gonna give it a little dimension. Just gonna kind of, and I'm not being gentle about it. I mean, I kind of want, you could, the other thing I was going to do and I didn't, is really crinkle these up before, just when they're their circle, when I've not done anything to them before, because I think that would make it look really cool. But I did not do that. And you just make them look however you want. You could do a little variation. You could do some paper bags, some book page, some music sheets, anything you want. And once it's together, you can do this too. Now, this one, I'm going to show you how to put the stem on there, but we're not going to use the stem. Oh, did that come apart? It sure did, because I got aggressive with it. All right, we need to put this up because just like yesterday, I am making a mess with my glue. Okay, so now that you've got them all kind of the way you want, regardless if you're going to be putting them in the stem or not, you're just going to want to pop just a little bit of the bottom. So this is for two reasons. One, it gives you something to put if you're making them with a straw. I'm going to use a pipe cleaner because it was handy and I had them right here to make my flower. Or if you're going to, I already did that one, make them for a page, it helps them lay a little flatter. Okay, so now all you're going to do, if you're putting these on a stem, you're just going to keep, I'll just go from, and this, I know I didn't cut this in half. I should have probably done that. And you're just going to kind of keep layering them on. Let's cut this off a little bit so it's not so. And then layering it on. Oops, these might be a little bit, I might have them in the wrong order. But you know, flowers are different, so it's fine. Yeah, I did have them in, I totally had them in the wrong order, but you guys get the gist. I'm not going to do it like this anyway. And then, so you're just going to go from smallest to largest, but apparently I wasn't paying attention while I was talking. Okay, but for us, we are going to do it a little, let's get it right though, if we're going to do it, okay? These two are already, well, actually, all four of these are together. And I want to take these off because they're not in order. Okay. So all I'm going to do, well, first of all, I'm going to use some of this mess of glue that I'm just going to kind of gently glue them together. Just a tiny bit of glue. I'm going to use this again. This boogery glue. Just to get them just kind of fit together. Which one's next? I'm not going to use this one because it didn't work. But already you can tell it's looking cute. Normally what I would do is just put a dab of glue right there. But you don't hardly need any. I might just keep pushing it down in there and kind of pinching it with my fingers. And now I got glue all over my hands. I hope you're having an awesome day. I, again, am behind, so I am doing this on Sunday. So I'm hoping that I can get 2 videos done before the fam gets here. Dave is off taking a couple of packages to UPS, which is the hardware store, and taking a big load of stuff to Goodwill for me. I put it all in the garage, and you know, that's kind of his domain. He's like, how about I take this to the thrift shop for you? I'm like, okay. Because he doesn't want it in the garage. Now I know. Okay, there you go. Now, this is poofy, and I'm probably just going to add it to the bouquets and use it in here for right now. But easily, once it's all dried, you can lay it on your page. You can squish it down to make it more not so three-dimensional. You could do that to begin with and just make it really flat. I did not want to do that because I kind of like how this looks. But it's a super, super simple project. Now, while I was at it, I decided, let's see. Oh, his little thing. Well, I made a butterfly. Now, these are easier to make with like fabric or even like felt or foam, probably they would be okay. I think for me, it would have been, you know what, let's just try it. It would have been easier if it was more, let's try putting a little coffee stain on it and a little more wet, like a little more pliable. I don't know. See, we could also do that here. Uh-oh. Oh, it's because it's, let me, do we have a problem with the, there we go. Coffee, watch. If you wanted, let's just see what this looks like when it dries. I shook it up, so it's going to be, hi. Hi, Zenny Boo Boo. I'll show you this on another one of our paper bag videos. So we'll see what it looks like. I'm going to move it aside and let it dry. Okay, let's just, where's my water? Here's the water. Let's just get it wet. Oh, I thought she was going to come and lay down. And see if it, because it was a little, it doesn't look as good when it's kind of like that. Okay, then we'll put a little, now my hands are going to get all, ooh, that looks cool. Okay, noted, friends, noted. We like that. All right, now all you're going to do with this, I need something. Here, let me grab this paper towel. I need to clean my mat. We'll see how it works with a little bit of wet paper. So I'm going to cut this not in half. I'm going to have part of it bigger than the other one. So this will be the top of my butterfly and this will be the bottom. So all you're going to do is you're going to pull it up here. You're going to kind of pull it down like that. Down like that. And then what I did is I glued it, but I don't know if glue will hold because this is wet. So, well, let's just stick a little dab of glue in there. And then maybe I'll just hold it for a second. Oh, here, don't I have that? Yes. I'll just do that. Okay, I'll just lay it like that. And this with this one, we're going to come up. That's cute. We're going to come down. And I think, and there we go. Oop. Okay, we're going to put a dab of glue there too, and we'll see what happens. That's a lot more than a dab. Oops. I do like the fact that with it being wet, A, it has more dimension, and B, oops, I didn't get that. It's way easier to work with. Okay, let me put another, I do have string here just in case. Ooh, that flower is going to be cool when it's done. I need to put a piece of paper towel underneath it. There we go. Can you guys see that? Sort of-ish. All right. We're going to squirt some coffee on this one too. Why not? All right, so I've got this. We'll see if we can make it work. I think one of these I did use, oh, there's some already undone. String, and some of them I glued. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I think if we just put this here, it might move on us a little bit. Yep, see what I said? Let's go this way. This is just, what do you call this? Embroidery floss. Okay, let me look at it first. Get it together where I want it. All right, I'm going to do, you might not be able to see this, but I am putting a dab of glue right in the middle of the two of them, right there. So when maybe it's easier if I just go like this. Because it's wet, I don't want to tear it, you know. Okay, let's see if this works. This one isn't exactly right in the middle. But I think we'll still make it okay. Give it a knot. Okay, I do like this a lot better when the paper bag is wet. It works much better. I know my little butterfly is not even, but you know, you'll get the idea. We can make him look a lot more cute, a lot more cuter. Okay, now I want to put some antennae. And what I did is I just made these with some wire, and these are just seed beads that I had. And I simply glued it on. But now I'm thinking about it. I wonder if I can put this through there. Oh, I hear Hazel hard at work now. So here's what I did. I'll show you. I put a little dab of glue on the back. I laid it on here like this. And then, let's see if I have a scrap piece. Well, this is not paper bag, but I think it will work. And I just took a little, really, oh gosh, that's cardstock. Little tiny piece. I put it over the back. I think that's what I did with that other one. Oh, I don't have anything on that. The other one's glued to the jewels. I did put a generous amount of glue on the back, and then I just put that over it to keep those little antennae in place. And then you just let it dry, and then you can manipulate it however you wish. We'll just get them to kind of stay out here. There we go. I'm holding the back of it, but when it's all dry, you can add to it. And then I added some little beads. And again, these are just little pearls. That's what I had. And I think, let's make it a little bit longer so it's kind of dangly. And then you just need to leave it alone. And let it dry. Now I am going to take it off the paper towel to show you, and there you go. You got your little butterfly. We'll put them all over here and let them do their thing. And guys, that's all there is to it. All there is to it. That was a quick one, but I hope that you enjoyed it. Again, these are just paper roses that you can use. This one is with paper bags, but you can use anything you want. And if you're using paper bags and you want it to be a little more pliable, try wetting it. That's a good way, alternative. And I'm really curious to see what this is going to turn out like, because I think it's going to be pretty cute. So friends, until next time, remember to take time to just be, and we will see you soon. Cheers.